You guys had a really impressive season to make it to this point. Can you just reflect on how this team was able to achieve what they did this year?
Me?
Either? Both?
I'll leave it up to you.
Okay. Well, we worked really hard in the weight room and in the gym. We didn't take time to do drills. We made sure we have 6 freshmen and 6 seniors, so we made sure everyone figured out their jobs and started getting with our pace really quickly.
I think it's not quite fair to narrow it down to a year. The senior class here has been big contributors since they got here as freshmen. And I think it's been a process, and it's been a process that goes over a few years to get them to this point. And, you know, it's not really exponential development. It happens little by little. And I think that we were just very opportunistic at this time to have the kids working really hard, doing the right stuff, dedicated, focused, and their goal was to get here. And I think that kept them going, but they didn't look that far into the future. They played one game at a time, and they had to get used to having some new folks on the court. Even though we had 6 seniors, we ended up with some young folks that got in early and contributed. So it ended up having to figure that culture out and that combination of people. And then they worked really hard at doing that, not just on the court, but off the court too.
Awesome. So what was your approach going into this game, and did that change at all throughout as the game went on?
No, I thought we had a pretty good game plan in place. You know, we knew that Clarkson had some dynamite middles that we would have to get stopped. You know, they got some size to them. They're tall, they're strong, and they're quick too. So we knew that we had to do a couple of things. One is to try to keep their middles out of the game by serving them a little bit tough. Try to find some weaknesses in their passes, but they really stepped their game up too. I think so much credit has to go to that crew because they stepped their game up. Our game plan, they pretty much neutralized us on what we wanted to do to get them stopped. They just had a better game plan than we did, and they executed it better. So we knew we had to stop the middles, and we didn't do a good job doing that.
Okay. So for you, not many people can say that they've had the chance to play in an NCAA tournament. What do you think you're going to take out of this experience, or what have you already?
Getting to this tournament has been my goal since I was a freshman, so finally making it as a senior is just the cherry on top, and it just like, I can leave happy. But I think take it for what it is. It is a championship match. It needs to be treated as such. But still, it has to be fun. You have to enjoy every single second, and I think our team did a very good job of enjoying every minute of today and yesterday and the whole journey here.
Absolutely. And then lastly, were there any specific players that you felt really stepped up for you today that you want to highlight?
I think that all of our players, I'm used to seeing them step up. And though we weren't all stepped up at the same time, I think the last set that we were in when we were down by, I don't know, it seemed like 100 points, just for them to step in and to continue playing through it and playing through a couple of timeouts. I think that spoke well to all of the players. But again, I don't think it's so much of us. I think Clarkson really stepped up and did a great job. So a lot of credit to that group. And for this kid, she'll get to go on. She gets to play one more year of sand volleyball down in Florida, where she's heading off to. So her journey's not quite done, and hopefully we've done enough to help her play down there.